Hello, my darlings. Mama Lou here, and it is the 5th week in August already, and we are leading up to the super full blue moon happening here at the end of this week. So I wanted to get you guys your reading from the Salamander King. And so this is going to be for all my fire signs. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you have Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anything like that, you're cross-watching, do your thing. So let's get you guys, what I was going to do is I was going to get you an overall general energy for the week and then pull some tarot cards for any messages that come in from the Salamander King for you guys in this coming week. You know the drill though. This is a, collective reading. So take what resonates, leave what does not. It's totally cool, but please do all the YouTube things, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and we are going to get started. All right, so let's get an overall general energy for this coming week for my fire signs. Oh, interesting. We got the Page of Wands. Very interesting. Okay, I am getting creative juices flowing, which, I mean, the full moon's going to do that a little bit, but I'm really getting like sparks of inspiration. Any ideas that you have come bubbling up this week, anything that kind of piques your interest, catches your eye, whether this is person, place, or thing, whatever this is, kind of zone in on that. Clue in on it a little bit. See how it aligns with you. There's something here about maybe new ideas and just being a little bit more curious about ways that you can express yourself, ways that you can add more life, more spice, more energy to your current, lifestyle, your current living situation, your current relationships, whatever this fits in for you. We'll be pulling some tarot cards to kind of see what messages come through with this, but definitely be a little bit open-minded and be open to trying new things. Like, even if you're like, I haven't sung since I was a kid, and you're out, and everybody's having a good time and they have a karaoke thing, like that kind of energy of like, just get up there and do it. It feels like it's something that's going to break a dam in you, break some sort of a blockage that it feels like that needs to come down. Maybe it's, you're self-conscious about something, or maybe you just don't believe enough in yourself, which it happens, and there's no shade here or anything like that. But, it feels like something that's going to just kind of make you be like thinking that more things are possible for you than it feels like you currently believe about yourself, or that you're told to believe about yourself. Like, this is like opportunities a go-go kind of stuff. So let's see what we get with this. All right. So let's see what kind of messages come in. But that overall energy sounds like a great week for you, fire signs. So be open to it. I mean, why not? I mean, try it. Give it a whirl. It feels like it's like maybe out of shyness or a lack of confidence. But I think that once you realize how much joy you bring to people, or how much, enthusiasm brings to situations, or how much people are just drawn to you. Yeah. Okay, cool. You got the Two of Swords here. Yeah, it's almost like you're trying to decide which kind of, this is weird, take it if it resonates, like which kind of person am I going to be? And it's almost like, do I be the straight-laced person or do I be the fun person? And it feels like that's something that you are constantly warring with. Like, I need to be the responsible one, but I also want to be the carefree one. Like, it's like this thing that you're having as far as it almost feels like an internal debate with yourself. And it could be something that you've dealt with your whole life. It could be something that you're just dealing with recently, where you're just kind of at cross purposes with your own mind. Like, I really want to be doing this, but logically I should be doing this. Or I don't really want to make a decision because I want to have all the information first, and maybe there's something I'm missing, and I don't want to jump to conclusions, and I don't want like you're playing these mind gymnastics with yourself right now. And so I think that might be why this card is coming out to begin with, because the biggest way to get out of your head is to do something completely different. You know, like if you're very in work mode and you're trying to solve a problem at work or something like that, the best thing you can do is to do something that gets you out of that mode completely, because then your brain can relax a little bit, and then the thoughts come a little bit easier. The inspiration comes a little bit easier. The truth of the matter comes to you when you're not focusing on, I need to find this. You know, like if you change your focus, it's like all of a sudden your brain's like, oh, okay, now I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know, or everything that you need to, you know, understand about this. And so like, whether it's, you know, maybe you are really focused on work or something, and you just decide to go fishing the next day, you know, or something like that, something that is completely opposite, you know, or I'm going to go out to the movies and I'm just going to go watch a movie and hang out, or I'm going to, you know, do something I love, you know, like I enjoy baking, so I'm going to bake something today. And it's going to just get you out of this super hyper focused, I need to make a decision right now, or I need to figure this problem out right now. And it gives you the space to be like not focused on it, so that those synapses can flow a little easier because you're not zeroed in on it. Really cool. All right. Let's see. What other messages do we have from the Salamander King for my fire signs? Ten of Swords. Okay. A lot of stuff. Yeah. I think it's funny that you got the Page of Wands for your overall energy. And so far we've had the Two of Swords, and now we're at the Ten of Swords, which is something that I find interesting. It's like the messages are quite obviously, this is my passion and this is my intellect. And where can I get them to meet? You know, like it feels like you're just trying to be extremely responsible, trying to, you know, really watch yourself. You don't want to get let down again, whether that's by other people or by situations or your work or your family, whatever this is. Like you're just like at warring ends with yourself of like, what do I do? Because I just don't know if I can trust my own thinking about things. Some of the times I thought I was doing everything right. I was doing everything right. And look what happened to me. I still stabbed in the back. I'm still left out in the cold. I'm still the one left holding the bag, whatever this is for you. And so it's like you're trying to do everything right. You're trying to be, you know, whether a good person or a good partner or a good worker or, you know, spiritually minded or whatever it is. It's like, why does this always feel like I'm not getting anywhere? And it feels like because you're doing it all from here and not necessarily from here. Now, this isn't a criticism, but this is just what's really coming up here, is that you're so worried about doing things, like it keeps coming across in my head. I'm going to keep repeating myself, the right way, whatever that means to you. And you're so concerned about it that it's taking away some of your joy. It's taking away your enthusiasm. It's making it so that everything feels like a project. Everything feels like a job. Everything feels like a headache. Like everything becomes like is it worth it to even argue about this kind of a thing? Because you're just so in it logically. You're just so in it. And so this is about you following your passions a little bit more, following your instinct a little bit more, following your own path, goals, things that get you excited, things that make you happy, not because it's the right thing to do. No, I'm not telling you to do it. You know what I'm saying. You know, not because it's the right thing, but because right and wrong is, well, honestly, it's like it comes across as, you know, individualized. you know? And so you have standards that you have for yourself. You have set those in place. And when other people don't have those same standards as you, and you look at them and you're like, well, now I'm let down because you didn't meet the same standards I hold for myself. And then all of a sudden you're like being like upset because you're getting hurt because you have put these bars up for people to pass. And then when they don't, you're like, but that's the way you're supposed to do it because that's the way that I do it. And that's the way, you know, like it's kind of that whole where you got to loosen up. You got to loosen up. You can't be so strict. You can't be being, you know, everybody's, you know, general, you know, of telling them what to do and how to do it. And then of course people are going to let you down because it's unrealistic. You need to take care of you. You need to follow your dreams, your drive, your own understanding of things, and not worry about what anybody else is going to think about it or what anybody else's, you know, grading system they're going to put on it for you. It's okay. Chill. Just relax a little bit. Quit putting so much pressure on yourself. Quit trying to fix everything. Quit trying to, you know, make everything. Well, honestly, also quit trying to make everything about you is kind of what I'm getting there too, because it's not. People don't intentionally do things just to piss you off, you know, but when you are so, you know, uptight and holding on to the control so much, then yeah, it can come across that way. So very interesting. I'm going to keep moving on because I don't want to keep beating a dead horse and, you know, that whole thing. So yeah, this is about you being a little bit more passionate and a little bit more even compassionate and allowing people. Some people suck. Some people suck. Some people let you down. Some people disappoint you. Some people don't do things the way that you thought. Or you may look at them like your mama didn't raise you right kind of energy. Not your problem. Not your problem. You got to let some of that stuff go. You can't keep letting it hurt you. You need to find your own joy, your own happiness, your own peace of mind, your own place. Yeah. You got all sorts, you guys. This is all stuff that is happening internally, mentally, and the way you're communicating. Because then you got the Seven of Swords. Yeah. You feel like people are... It feels like people are taking advantage of you. It's very much like you think that people aren't being upfront with you or something. And it's like, with this Seeker of Wands here, I'm kind of getting the idea of that you can't keep playing that game. It's stealing your joy. Literally, the Seven of Swords is about lying, cheating, stealing. And it feels like this is a little bit self-imposed of where... you may be even changing a narrative to try and make it look like things are a little bit more favorable to you. Something along those lines where you're trying to be strategic, but in doing so, you're actually shooting yourself in the foot kind of a thing. Because like I said, you need to just move on. You need to let this stuff go. You can't keep holding on to this and putting, you know, expectations on people and expecting them to, you know, like I said, say, yes, sir. Okay. Since you said so, because people are their own people, you know? So this just is a little bit about relax a little, have a little bit of fun. You live once. Let's enjoy it. Let's stop worrying about who's taking more from someone else or who's taking this from what or who's giving more energy here. Like, it's not a grading system. Like I said, this is not a scales because life isn't fair. I'm sorry to tell you if you haven't heard that before, but it's not. Life isn't fair. And so there is something here about this week about you kind of coming to yourself and being like, I am causing these things myself because I can't let these things go. I am allowing others to hurt me because I am putting myself in the role of victim in some of these situations. I am allowing these people to rule my life that aren't even a part of it. Or like, I'm allowing people and what they think about me to matter to me. And it's very much as like, Page of Wands doesn't care. They're just like, oh, what's this shiny thing? Let's do that. You know, like they're just chill and cool. So that's kind of the energy I'm really getting here. Let's see if we have a song to go with your guys' week. Sorry, this one came across heavy, but evidently that's what came out. So just kind of learn to relax a little bit. Don't take things so seriously. Don't take everything as an offense. Don't think everyone's out to get you. Live your own life and move on. It's kind of the energy I'm really getting there. All right, song. All right, Don't Make Me Go by Off With Their Heads. If I have to go home and say I'm sorry for the things that I'm not sorry for, there is blood family and chosen family. You pick who is a part of yours. If there are conditions, then it's not love, guilt, shame from family, black sheep feelings. Yeah, this could be some of where that energy I was getting about that feeling of, you know, like being the martyr or something like that, where you're doing the same thing and expecting different results. If you've already had conversations with people, if you've already had interactions with people and there's no give, move on. Move on. You're not going to convince someone. You're not going to convince someone of something just because it's what you think. The other thing I'm getting on here too is that if someone has done you dirty, you can choose to walk away from that. You can choose to walk away from it. It's that simple. Turn around, walk away, go find something else to do. Go find someone else to inspire you. Go find some other situation that works better for you and is in more alignment with who you are and what you got going on. You don't have to keep going to the past. You don't have to keep going and rehashing things with people or situations or jobs or bosses or friends or family. You choose. That's kind of what I'm really getting here. So I'm going to be putting this song down in the description box below. Please check out my TikTok as well. I do Mama Lou Tarot on TikTok. If you want a reading from me, you can go to mamaloutarot@gmail.com. That's down in the description box as well. And if you're interested in the Mixtape Oracle, just send me an email and let me know. All right. I hope that you guys have a great week, and bye-bye.